kickoff fast approaches, here's a reminder of how things stand. A win for Barcelona and they'd be level on points with Atletico, but with a better head-to-head, they will be champions. But if Atletico Madrid avoid defeat, it is they who'll win La Liga for the first time in 18 years. So after 37 games played, it comes down to this, the final game of the season. It's Barcelona against Atletico Madrid, the decider, and it's live from the magnificent Camp Nou. Over 98,000 fans packed into the Camp Nou. Tickets very much at a premium, but it's not been like that all season. At times, it's only been half full. The fans voting with their feet, not happy with what they've seen in this campaign. But today, they can put all those problems to one side. Less than 500 Atletico fans, 447 in fact. But they feel pretty confident there. What's Barcelona's biggest problem here, guys? Is it to scoring against one of the meanest defences in Europe, or actually with their own vulnerable defence, not conceding?
Well, I think today for Barca is about scoring. Obviously, you have to be careful in defence because Atletico is one of the masterpieces in the counter-attack. But Barca is all about scoring. They need to win. There's no other result they can afford. So they're going to have to find a way to score more goals than Atletico Madrid.
It feels like for the Atletico players, with just 447 fans amongst 98,000, they're going into a coliseum, really. But in terms of Atletico and their mindset right now, do they feel with 3 games to go, they just needed 2 wins, that they've got a draw and a loss, that perhaps they've handed Barca the initiative, that they've actually blown it?
No, I would think Atletico come in this game. Yes, they would think at the back of their mind of giving Barcelona the opportunity, but if any team you want to center no come to trying to get the result is Atletico Madrid this season. The consistency they've shown. But James said something before, you've got a team for basically Atletico Madrid are willing to die for their manager, and that's the difference. They're playing for their lives. And that's the way Diego Simeone has probably got them prepared for this game. Look, it's a great opportunity. Yes, you're playing against one of the greatest teams in the history of football, but they've shown this season they can deal with it. If Barcelona come out and play the slow, yes, they can control the ball, but like Gaika mentioned, you need Pedro, you need Alexis, you need them to do a job on the back four for Messi to create that space. If that doesn't happen, it's in the favour of Atletico Madrid.
And Barcelona players just coming out now, but kept Atletico players waiting. Any possible mind games there, guys?
I think there are, or maybe there's the other way around. Atletico Madrid said Barcelona, let's just go there and wait. We're ready before them. Maybe Barca players got told, well, Atletico's already there. Let's just stay a few seconds longer and just make them wait and get anxious. Because although obviously Atletico Madrid has shown how can deal and react in these key games, the mental situation for them having these 2 finals in the next week, by having there the whole season, they know they could win both, they know they maybe could win 1, but they also know they could win nothing.
Yeah. And
all the work they've done the whole season, well, not for nothing, but no one remembers teams that they don't win titles, and they, like, for instance, just come to my head now, Athletic de Bilbao, when they lost the cup, Spanish Cup with Barca, and the Europa League Cup with Atletico Madrid. No one remembers Atletico Bilbao because of that. You remember the champions. Atletico Madrid has this sort of mind trick that to focus. Obviously, that's Cholo Simeone very good at, just game by game, and that's what they need to do today.
Seems incredibly friendly between the 2 sides.
You hit the nail on the head there. I cannot do that before a game, hug people. I am so sorry. I know it's a sign of respect for each other, but I cannot speak to some people before a game because I know in a few seconds I'm going to have to kick you. If you hug me, you bring me down. I feel nice towards you in the game.
It's good to know.
I must admit, in the tunnel, even you're playing against a friend in such a big game, maybe a quick handshake, but not a hug and big smiles.
No, you kind of say hi, but you don't really hold a conversation just before a game like this. You just focus on what you have to do.
I'm the opposite of this, but I cannot even do the handshake. I'm so focused. I know it's probably too much, but everyone is different, but no.
No, I'm with you on that one as well, Vincent, to be honest. It is a fitting end to what has been one of the most exciting and dramatic seasons ever in La Liga. 2 teams are left with the possibility of winning the title, and those 2 teams meet in the very last game. Just who will be the hero? We'll find out in the company of Jerry Armstrong and Kevin Keatings.
Oh, what a sight. Thank you, Scott. Greeted the two teams here. Barcelona's headline team news: no Xavi Hernandez, who's won more La Liga titles than any of the rest of the squad, 7 in all. But it's Iniesta and Fabregas either side of Sergio Busquets, and Jerry Pace either side of Messi in Alexis and Neymar.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's taken on board Tata Martino. The criticism he got, Kevin, the last time they played, and the fact that he played Neymar and he played Xavi, and there was a lack of pace up front, and he left Pedro and Alexis on the bench, and we criticised him for it as well. This is a really positive side.
So Alexis and Pedro supporting Messi for Atletico Madrid. Only one real decision for Simeone to make, whether he goes with David Villa to partner Diego Costa or Raul Garcia. He's gone for the former.
More experienced David Villa, a player who's not had a great season by his standards. He scored 15 goals, but one who's due a goal and has won 2 league titles here at Barcelona, and will be looking to make it his first league title with Atletico Madrid.
So, Jerry, how does this play out from a psychological perspective? One team delighted to be in the position to win the title, Barcelona, against an Atletico team with some frustration, certainly, having to do it again.
Brave selection by both managers, very positive. Both managers have gone. Atletico Madrid know that Barcelona will dominate possession. They'll allow them to have possession. They'll be at them, they'll close them, they'll work them. They'll do what they've done all season. They'll play their heart out for their manager. And this is his chance to get out of jail, Tata Martino. It's been a poor season for Barcelona, but they can make it a great season if they win here tonight. What's a game in prospect, Kevin?
Referee is Antonio Mateo Lahoz. This is it. After 3,330 minutes of an enthralling season and a little over 90 more, one of these two clubs will have their hands on the La Liga trophy. And how fitting it's being played, a game of such magnitude in Europe's biggest stadium. Over 98,000 here, and the first time in 63 years that the top two in La Liga have gone head-to-head for the title on the final weekend. Well, this has almost been a title that seemingly no one has wanted to win. It's been an extraordinary sequence of results lately. None of the top three winning in the last 2 weekends. You factor in Real Madrid's game in hand, the draw at Valladolid, as Costa makes early inroads, couldn't find the pass inside, and it's cleared by Dani Alves.
Some great football there, Kevin, from Atletico Madrid, away from home, playing one-touch football, getting down the line and putting a great ball into the box. They really are a brave side.
And of course, this fixture, for all the many talking points surrounding it, being played against the backdrop of the death, very sad death, of coaches of both teams this year. Luis Aragonés, who won a La Liga title as coach and player with Atleti, and Tito Villanova, the man who led Barcelona to this crown 12 months ago.
I think there was a little handball there. There it is, off the right hand. The appeal came out, and Senor Lahoz obliged Julie.
Miranda with the free kick. Here's Alexis Sanchez. Fabregas squeezed for space, but fouled. Iniesta for Messi. Hasn't scored in 5 games against Atletico Madrid in all competitions this season. Finding Alves. Hooked forward, not to any great effect by Iniesta.
Yeah, it came at him very, very quick on the edge of the box, and I don't know if he was trying to shoot or trying to control it, but either way it didn't work out for him. But they seem to have got a formula that keeps Messi more at bay than anyone else. They've got a formula where they work so hard and they keep him quiet. Messi needs to shine tonight, and so does David Villa, back on his old stomping ground here at the Nou Camp.
Just to remind you how we stand going into this final weekend showdown. Atletico Madrid's to lose, and only a loss will deny them their 10th La Liga title. They have already surpassed their previous best points tally. 1996, when their current coach Diego Simeone was a player, was the last time they lifted the domestic title. The first of two monumental games for them in consecutive weekends, with the biggest local derby probably in football history coming up in Lisbon against Real Madrid in the Champions League final.
Yeah, that'll be something else as well, won't it?
This is dropping invitingly for Alves, but he was quickly closed down by the attentions of Godin. Fabregas. This is Pedro Rodriguez. No foul. Referee in a good position there to spot. Well, Atletico have very much found a way to nullify Barcelona's attacking threat so far this season. Offside against Costa.
No, it's a free kick and a yellow card for the challenge there on Koke, Gerard Piqué. It was a 50-50, but Kevin, I just think Koke was brave and he stuck his leg out and he got hit. I can't see how Piqué can pull out of this one. Honestly, I have a little bit of sympathy for him here. Have a look, he wins it there. He doesn't do anything, he doesn't challenge him, he's in the way. And he's got a yellow card and a free kick for that.
Well, it seemed, to the chagrin of Piqué, that Koke invited the coming together. In 5 games against Atleti this season, only one player in their ranks has hit the net. He's on the bench, Neymar. Miranda unable to trouble Pinto.
I've been really impressed with their free kicks and set plays, Kevin, Atletico Madrid. Now this is off the training ground. Miranda was always the target against Dani Alves. He's better in the air, it's hung up there. Unfortunately, he doesn't put it back across goal, but it's a clever little set play, and that's where they're vulnerable, I feel. Barcelona can be caught out there.
Diego Simeone works assiduously on set pieces, and the homework has very much paid off this season. This stage last season, Atletico Madrid were 24 points behind Barcelona. That's how much they've improved. Adriano! It's good handling. It was important that it was clean from Courtois.
He's got great feet, Adriano. Wonderful. From outside the box, good range there. And Courtois right behind it. That's the man who's going to be the Pichichi, or sorry, the Zamora this year. I think the Pichichi is going to be Ronaldo's, even though he didn't play today for Real Madrid.
That's too much of a remarkable season, Jerry, for Courtois to be the Pichichi. I know it's been good, but that's stretching it.
Well, it's funny, you look at the last time they had a Zamora winner, and that was with Molina back in 95-96. He had 32 clean sheets then, Kevin. Courtois got 28 so far this season. I think he's hoping to make it 29 tonight.
Dani Alves, for whom this might be a final game for Barcelona. There's been a lot of speculation that he's on the way to Paris Saint-Germain. Pedro. And of course, we know that they're definitely losing goalkeeper Victor Valdés and their inspirational captain Carlos Puyol, who hasn't called time on his playing career yet. He's had a persistent knee injury for some time now. Made his farewells in an emotional news conference on Thursday.
2 massive players to lose for this club, I'll tell you.
Here's Alexis. Like a jack in the box there. Hoping to buy a free kick. Barcelona still with some threat here. Pulling the shutters down was Diego Godin. Messi. David Villa with a quick throw, looking to pick out Arda Turan. Helped forward by Thiago. Costa on the march. Atletico Madrid are quite confident that Diego Costa has recovered from his recent hamstring scare.
Yep, certainly scared the life out of Adriano there. He just lumped that one into the touchline, Kevin. On his day, he's a handful, had a great season. On another day, 28 league goals would be good enough to be the Pichichi, but Ronaldo has been outstanding, really has. I remember when some of the great strikers over the years, Vieri and Hugo Sanchez and co, were playing for Atletico Madrid. They never scored as many goals as that. I think Vieri was in the 22, 24, something like that, and Hugo Sanchez won it with 19 goals back in 1984-85. There he is, Carlos Puyol. I don't know how they're going to replace him. He's sitting beside Andoni Zubizarreta, and in front there is Carlos Reshak, ex-manager.
A wonderful season Koke has had at Atletico Madrid. I mean, you can apply that to so many of Simeone's squad. 7 of the starting 11 have played in over 50 games this season. David Villa is not one of them. Raul Garcia has been preferred more often than not, but back at his former stomping ground, David Villa is the only Atletico Madrid player who's previously won the La Liga title in the present squad. Oh, and Piqué! Hesitation there. Pinto didn't want to take charge. Piqué eventually did.
What a brilliant move here. Fabulous ball, overlapping Juan Fran, and sticks it back into the danger area. I tell you what, Piqué happy to get it away, and you're right, Pinto didn't really command there. And certainly uncertain defending from Barcelona, and another set play to contend with.
Koke with a corner. Flickod's a good one. Arda Turan able to control the volley.
Kevin, we know Barcelona is going to have more possession than Atletico. But when Atletico has their 35% possession, they do cause problems. And Barcelona know that only too well.
Well, the opening 11 minutes, Jerry, it's been virtually a 50-50 split. Don't think Simeone wants to invite Martino's side on for the full 90 minutes. That would be very risky. But we know their game plan, which has worked so well for them for the majority of the season. It's to suck teams onto them and hit with pacey counter-attacks. Pedro. Here's Iniesta. Adriano. Busquets. Messi, as we welcome viewers to Sky Sports 1 on La Liga's final weekend title showdown between the top two. Not much by way of splitting them up to now in terms of possession. Atletico Madrid have had 1 or 2 openings, perhaps the clearer openings up to now. The headline team news for Barcelona: no Xavi Hernandez. The man who's made more appearances for Barcelona Football Club than any other in history. 7 La Liga titles only makes the bench as Atletico Madrid look to stretch Barcelona, but looks like an injury here to Diego Costa. Has he aggravated that hamstring?
He has, Kevin. I saw him pull up. He went to accelerate down the left-hand side to get the return pass from Koke, and he felt it go. And that's horrendous for him. What a blow for Atletico Madrid and Diego Costa. Well, straightforward. It's going to be Raul Garcia as a swap. He'll go in and replace him, I think. I don't think they'll think about Adrian. Now he plays it here, and watch him now as he goes to accelerate there. Watch you see. Look, he pulls up. That's him pulling up. He can't accelerate. The pass is coming. He can't, and he knows. That's awful as a player for that to happen. And there's so many big games. This is a massive game, and there's another massive game next week, Kevin.
Well, the word is that he trained very well yesterday. How much he actually put into the session, only Simeone and his closest staff would know, but the word was that he came through it successfully enough, of course, to start tonight. But anguish at the end of a wonderful season for Diego Costa, as Jerry rightly says, with that Champions League final in mind. Of course, beyond that, his World Cup with Spain.
Well, he's their top goal scorer, Kevin. He's their target man. 27 league goals this season, 36 in total. He's a massive blow to lose a player of that caliber.
So, as we stand with a point each, that's how the final places for this La Liga title would end up. Just avoiding defeat, in inverted commas, just. And in 5 previous games this season against Barca in all competitions, Atletico Madrid 1-1, the other 4 drawn. And burnt into our memories that opening 20 minutes of the Champions League return leg at the Vicente Calderon, when they destroyed Barcelona, scored an early goal through Koke, hit the woodwork twice. And it was the best 20 minutes of football I've seen anywhere this season.
Yeah, and do you know what? They showed us what Barcelona were like 3 or 4 years ago, when they pressed better than anyone. And look at the distraught look on Diego Costa's face. I think that means he's going to miss out next week. I think he knows it as well. Awful, really is. I know it is Adrian that's come on to replace him, not Raul Garcia. Certainly Adrian Lopez has got lots of pace and good technique and movement, but not as many goals this season as Raul Garcia. 17 goals. He's had a real purple patch.
Diego Costa has had so much to smile about this season, but in floods of tears on the touchline. But only recently, Diego Simeone showed plenty of faith in Adrian Lopez. And now he's got his opportunity to make up for the loss of Costa.
Well, it's so upsetting. Injuries, the blight of all sports, men and women. It is awful when you get an injury in a game of this magnitude.
Adriano. Busquets. Messi, fresh from signing his new contract, which we understand makes him the world's best paid player.
Talking around 20 million a year, Kevin.
And as they look to build again, we've talked about losing the likes of Puyol, Valdez, Xavi getting close to the end. It's very important that they have their star act settled and happy. And by Adriano, it's an important touch from Godin.
Well, he couldn't afford to leave it, Kevin. He did the right thing for me. He's got his head on it, and you can argue about it later. But excellent play, Adriano there again. Decent ball in, causing a few problems. Taken quickly.
Iniesta. Cesc Fabregas not happy with hearing Mateo Lajos's whistle.
It's Arda Turan who said, I think he led the ball off, went for the return pass and got caught. There it is. It looks like he was the meat in between the sandwich. The referee was the other part of the sandwich.
Fine, it won't be seen as the most glamorous of their La Liga title wins. Been a difficult season for them. But the players will tell you, Jerry, the most difficult ones are the ones where you're not winning them or even competing for them. And let's not forget, in the early days for Xavi and Iniesta and Puyol, you know, those trophies weren't landing in their laps. They had to be earned, didn't they?
No, you're right, and that's where confidence plays a big part. But hunger is also important. This is a hungry side. Simeone is a hungry manager. As Raul, well, looks like he's warming up, Raul Garcia. Maybe he's going to come on for Arda Turan. That would be a double blow in such awkward circumstances. He hobbles off to the sideline, Arda Turan. Let's hope he's okay, but no, pressure, Kevin, you're right, and confidence and belief. But they've over 50 titles, the Barcelona players on the park tonight. There's only 2 title winners, well, 2 titles won, and it's by one player, David Villa, and he won both of them at Barcelona. So it's a difficult one. They really have to dig deep. Atletico Madrid, now they've lost their top goal scorer, Diego Costa. They're going to have to really dig deep now. Arda Turan looks okay, Kevin, to me.
Here's Piqué. Something of a gamble taken with his fitness after a recent cracked pelvis. It's kept him out for the last 8 games. This is Pedro behind Iniesta. He's got it back though. It's a loose touch from Adrian.
He wanted a better ball than that, Adrian. Backs to the walls at the moment for Atletico Madrid, but they're comfortable. Oh, hold on. There's an injury here. Is it Arda Turan again? It is, Kevin. That's not good. This is unbelievable. Who could have wrote the script for this? He's going to have to come off. He cannot believe his luck. Simeone can't believe how bad luck he's having here.
Well, this would be cruel in the extreme on Atletico Madrid. It looks like the end for Arda Turan.
It could be a dead leg, Kevin. You know, it could be one of those situations with a knee coming in and Raul Garcia's coming on. There's nothing else you can do. Adrian's going to have to go and play in a wide position, and I think Raul Garcia will go up front. It looks innocuous. I don't think it looks that bad a challenge from Cesc Fabregas.
Well, they lose the industry and talent of Arda Turan, but they do replace him with more goals than 17 this season. His personal best in a campaign for Raul Garcia.
There is a look of disbelief on Simeone's face. Do you know, if they're going to win it, Kevin, they're going to do it the hard way. They really are. 2 of their key and best players are off. This one creates and causes so many problems for defences. It's untrue.
Well, does he leave Adrian Lopez up alongside Villa and drop Raul Garcia into more of a midfield role where he began his career, of course?
Well, he's got a choice, Kevin. I think they can swap it between them. I think he's intelligent enough that he can go and play on the right side and defend, and then if he has to swap with Adrian, he can do that as well.
Do you know, I think he wants to keep pace high up the pitch, Simeone, and he wants to stretch Barcelona. I think he does that with Adrian and Villa.
Yeah.
We'll see how it pans out.
I also think Raul Garcia is a very good defender. He's got a wee nasty side to him as well. Oh, lucky Dani Alves.
And the header! Oh, he climbed well there, Alexis Sanchez. It was a comfortable take in the end for Courtois.
He couldn't generate enough power in it, Kevin. It's a good cross, but he gets up early, Alexis, and that stops Gordine getting up. It's a glancing header on target. and there's another distraught player.
No more tears. Those could be tears of joy in a little over an hour's time. Adrian Lopez. Juanfran. Good pressure from Juanfran. Barcelona just happy to find the clearance eventually from Pinto.
That's the first touch I've seen from Pinto on open play. And do you know what? They need to get Barcelona passing the ball more to Pinto, because you'll get more problems then if he starts to do what he normally does, Kevin, and goes walkabout. There's an elbow comes up. I think Raul Garcia has made a meal out of it, to be honest. I think Mascherano's just jumped early, got his arm up. I didn't see that as a codazo, an elbow.
PK under pressure. So too Mascherano, involved again with Raul Garcia. Koke with a follow-up, spins out for the corner.
Well blocked, a good block, but anxious moments, I think, when players from Atletico Madrid get forward, they do cause problems. That's the shot from Koke. That was well blocked. And it looked as if Fabregas didn't really try to jump.
Nobody underestimates Raul Garcia's quality in the air either. As good a player as Atletico Madrid have from set pieces. He's got a lot of his goals this season.
I think they got in each other's way there. Certainly Godin, and I'm not sure if it was Raul Garcia or not, but certainly two of them got in each other's way.
Dani Alves. Pedro sprints in from that far flank. And has a good chance. And a real good side of Courtois' goal.
Kevin, that is a fabulous chance. Pedro has to do better for me. You can see Juanfran's wrong side. Great ball in, and Pedro's got to head that down on target. Good opportunity. Super ball from Dani Alves, and I'm a bit disappointed, and Simeone knows they can't take chances, not with a side. That's the pace that's the difference, Kevin. The pace of Pedro, which didn't play in the previous games against him, he's in ahead of Juanfran. And I think that's why they needed Alexis and Pedro in here tonight.
Well, it's almost been anathema to Barcelona this season to hoist crosses in, such as Dani Alves did there, but you do question why they don't do it more often. It's their best opening so far. Anxiety amongst the Barcelona fans when Pinto has to deal with the back pass.
Kevin, anxiety amongst the Barcelona fans and the Barcelona players.
I suppose when you've got concerns in positions like this, it just adds more pressure onto that back line.
Well, that's the reason why. He's controlling with his left foot. He's left-footed naturally, and he didn't want to kick it really with the right foot. He's trying to place it to a player, and he's given the ball away. And you'll watch Atletico Madrid will squeeze and pressurize all the time on these Barcelona defenders.
Of course, Pinto replacing one of the world's best goalkeepers with the ball at his feet. Alves. Quick exchange, but didn't quite work between he and Messi. It's been cruel luck on Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone. If you've just joined us for the title showdown on the final weekend between the top two, Atleti have already lost their top scorer this season, Diego Costa, and Arda Turan to injury. But what about the 11 he's got out there at the moment, Jerry?
It's a good 11, Kevin. Very industrious. They're not got the same sort of firepower, but this is the 11 that actually beat Barcelona at Atletico Madrid 1-0. So they know they can do it.
Here's Messi. Time for Miranda. Hasn't made the Brazil squad, nor too as the Atletico Madrid left back, Felipe Luis. Had a few scratching their heads,
including myself.
Referee doesn't like the challenge from Busquets. On a last warning, it would appear.
Well, David Villa. Let's have a look. Now that was the one I was surprised that Messi's caught Gavi from behind, and that's what really incensed Simeone. And it was a tackle from behind. He should have certainly got the free kick and possibly even a yellow card for Messi. You see the difference there, the pass back from Miranda onto the left foot of Courtois because he knew he's naturally left-footed. Those are the sort of things you have to take into consideration. That's a good ball. He's so unlucky.
Here's Koke. Now Adriano. Two teams who faced off back in August in the Spanish Super Cup. Embroiled in this thrilling climax to a wonderful La Liga season. Messi. Never close to picking up Pedro Rodriguez.
Well, it's 30 minutes gone and we've not really seen anything from the little man. And again, you just have to question the tactics. Have they got the answer to Messi? Certainly Atletico Madrid have done it in the past and have done it very, very well, and Messi's not really got on top of his game. He hasn't caused any problems as such yet. That's not to say that he wouldn't.
Well, if you could try and clamber into Messi's mind, Jerry, you'd have to say, despite the fact he's had only around 15 touches so far in 31 minutes here, but he's got the two players he wants up top with him. The pace and the movement of Pedro and Alexis ought to find him more spaces. Not yet.
Yeah.
Fabregas. Alves. Alexis with Dani Alves again. No pressure here on Juan Fran.
That's good play. Excellent play. Well under control, Juan Fran. He knew exactly what he was doing. And there's good talking in the back four. This is the best back four unit in European football, Kevin. You can see that less goals, the goalkeeper and the back four, very much one unit and communicate really well. A mistake.
What a sight this stadium is for this showdown. Many watching on wouldn't have been born the last time the top two went into the final weekend and the quest to win the title. 1951, only happened once before that, 1946. As Alexis! Oh, what a sensational goal! It was barely half a chance for the Chilean, and he buried it off the angle of post and crossbar and beats Courtois. And Barcelona, as we stand, on the way to the title.
Oh, what a strike that says, Kevin. Unbelievable goal from Alexis. And you're right, the angle is so tight. It's fantastic one-touch football. It's not even a half a chance. Watch this ball coming in here from Cesc Fabregas. The timing of the run's brilliant. The chest off is there. And I don't know, I think the goalkeeper's unsighted as well because there's a defender in front of him. You can see Miranda's in the way. What a strike! That's top right-hand corner. There's virtually no room to put it in, but he finds an angle and he hits it so hard and so accurate it's untrue. Wonderful goal.
Just brushes off the post. And the sheer velocity of the shot thumped into the roof of the net. And Tata Martino, with a look of intent, a look of satisfaction, not outwardly but inwardly thrilled that Barcelona have got the early advantage. And how does that change the nature of this contest?
It's his 19th league goal, Kevin. It could be his most important. He's on 21 goals for the season, and that is a huge goal. What a goal for Barcelona. What a goal for Alexis.
Well, there you have it. Barcelona would officially win the title on head-to-head. Even if it was on goal difference, they would still have prevailed. But long way to go yet. Referee frustrate Atletico with the awarding of a free kick to the goal scorer.
He's going to get a yellow card as well. Yeah, Godin. Diego Godin, the Uruguayan international, has got himself a yellow card. Well, he's going to say he's won the ball, but he's taken his leg, ball, everything with him, and it's a tackle from behind.
Well, officially, there are only around 450 Atletico Madrid fans inside the Camp Nou. I suspect there'll be one or two more that have paid over the odds to get a seat somewhere in Europe's biggest stadium. They're watching on giant screens back in the capital, in the centre of Madrid. They'll be downhearted, but they know that their side have enormous mental strength, physically very powerful. The challenges are flying in thick and fast here, and Thiago, the Portuguese midfielder, now earns himself a yellow.
Yeah, another challenge from behind, Kevin, coming straight through the back of Cesc Fabregas.
Header won by Miranda. Koke in with the stray foot this time.
He won the ball, he was braver than Busquets, and I think Busquets milked it big time, Kevin. The referee acknowledged that as well.
Fabregas. Iniesta. Dani Alves. Alexis. Barcelona beginning to dictate the tempo now.
Yep, their confidence is absolutely sky high. They've got the one goal and they're going to play possession football, and that suits them. And Messi's going to get more touches on the ball. Look at this.
Adriano. Just a little pull there from Gavi. Free kick work quickly here to Messi. Rides a first challenge. Finds Dani Alves in space. Iniesta.
This is a good spell for Barcelona. They got the goal. Confidence is sky high. The fans are behind them. They're looking for a second, and they're playing great football at the moment. They really have got the initiative at the moment, haven't they? I think Tata Martino said it was really important who scored the first goal, and he didn't feel that Atletico Madrid good at coming back from being down. But then you have to speak to Jose Mourinho about that, because they were 1-0 down at Chelsea and come back to win the semi-final. This is the ball in. Lovely chest control there from Messi, and what a finish. You'll not see a better finish anywhere, Kevin, honestly. That's something special. And even he would admit that, although it's killing him, I'm sure. And Puyol and co. all celebrating.
Well, it was the stuff of dreams from Alexis Sanchez in any game to score a goal like that, but on this stage, outrageous. Here's Adriano. Fabregas. Iniesta. Sergio Busquets. Dani Alves. Looks for the return, but Felipe Luis is in first. Just when Atletico Madrid needed it to stick for David Villa, it didn't. Alves beyond Felipe. Good in with important cover.
That's experience for you. Great first touch, Dani Alves coming inside, and the first touch takes it past Felipe Luis, but the Uruguayan international Diego Godin was too strong and too clever for him. But they have to keep it as it is, Kevin. They have to keep it down at 1-0. It's a good moment now for Barcelona. Get into half-time. I've seen the team talks at half-time and the hair-dryer treatment from Simeone, and he can turn it around again in the second half. There's no doubt about that. You only need one lapse from the goalkeeper or the defence at the other end, and suddenly it's 1-1.
Koke picking up the loose pass from Alves. Gavi. This is Raul Garcia. Turned aside by Mascherano.
It really was a speculative effort from long range. Well, Raul Garcia will be the target from this long throw.
Juanfran. Here's Gavi. Juanfran. Look to earn a corner out of Iniesta, and he's done so.
He's done well. His perseverance has paid off, and again, set plays are another danger for Barcelona with Pinto in goal, and not the tallest defence in the world.
Miranda, good in forward for the Koke delivery. Pinto opts to punch. Barcelona look for the quick counter here. This is Messi. Excellent work from Felipe. David Villa. Gabby.
Oh, he's done well. Good drive from the captain, wins him another corner kick.
Good response from Atletico Madrid.
It is, Kevin. They were really down and out, and they've come back and had a couple of good moments.
In by Koke. Again, they get the initial flick on.
They got the flick on. It was Thiago, Kevin, who missed the ball. It came to him and he threw a leg at it. It didn't make contact. There's a challenge from behind. Player still down. Was it Mascherano?
Juan Fran, who's got a fight for the right back spot to start the World Cup with Spain, with Dani Carvajal, it would seem, of Real Madrid. This is Thiago, and in goes Adrian, but so too Dani Alves. He wanted it.
That is fabulous defending from the right back, Kevin. Quality ball coming into the far post, and he's done brilliant, Dani Alves, to put that one out. Pinto wasn't going to get there.
Another Koke corner. Oh, and Pinto flapping at that. And one or two appeals that there might have been a Barcelona hand in there.
I think it's a corner kick. I think he's saying it come off him last and it went out. That's what the linesman signalling from the right hand side to Mateo Laoff. Let's have a look at it. Yep, looks like it's come off his foot here and went out of play.
Another moment in which Pinto has not instilled the greatest of confidence into his defenders. Excellent finish to the half from Atleti. After they had to absorb after the goal from Alexis Sanchez. Good 9-10 minutes of intense Barcelona pressure. We're into 3 minutes of added on time. Felipe. Adrian. No sting of power or direction in the shot from Raul Garcia.
No, but it's a good response as Busquets goes down. Let's see what happened there. Tana's asked the question. There's 3 minutes to be added on. They're already in injury time in this first half. The first half that Barcelona have taken the lead, but we saw a good response in the last 6 or 7 minutes from Atletico Madrid.
When you consider the amount of time that Diego Costa and in particular Arda Turan spent in terms of respective treatment, which forced their early exits, a little surprised it wasn't more than 3.
I think the ref will allow it on as he sees fit, Kevin, and I think that's the required amount of time is 3 minutes. That's what they're saying, a minimum. There's a mistake from Juan Fran.
And it's Pedro Rodriguez. Unless he didn't want it there. Need to get about this throw a little quicker, Juan Fran, as we edge closer to the break. Here is Juan Fran's cross. It's comfortable for Pinto. Messi.
He's done well.
And the referee blows for half-time. Well, Diego Simeone says it's going to be very difficult for Atletico Madrid to replicate this season. For their players, they might not be in this position again. It's a huge 45 minutes ahead. Barca lead 1-0.
Yes, it certainly is. It's been tight as we expected, but if Atletico are to get the point needed, they'll have to do it the hard way, with 2 of their best players off injured and a goal down. It's best just to get inside. Barcelona, the team winning at the moment. OK, for those of you on Sky Sports 4, please turn over to Sky Sports 1 right now. We'll get the thoughts of Guys Gimenieta and Quinton Fortune on the game that will decide the destiny of the title. And it's half-time at the Camp Nou. Barcelona 1, Atletico 0.
Watch all 6 Sky Sports channels on your mobile and online.